Tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And Monday night primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 40. Hut, hut.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Set. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Cuts, this is Xavier Leggett. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
52 bull. Hut, hut.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Smack, ready. Ready.
To the air yet again. Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Patriots have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Coming off that carry, I go right back to it. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
Hey, dip right, dip right. Hey, go set. Hey, what's that?
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Bronk. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard, get that surge, get that push. We've been so used to seeing it. That's a real tip of the cap to the defense to get that stop.
And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on fourth and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Set.
Young working from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their 1st one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Trayvon Merritt there for the stop.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. Hey, son. Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
May off the play fake. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready?
On play action, here's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Let's go.
At the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Hits him on the in route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Set, huh?
Again, it's Young. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got the Patriots in front. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Cut down the field, Miguel. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Come on, blaster, stay.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Let's go now. Black, 95, Black Ultra. Hut.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. Blue, 33, yellow, hut.
Here's Young again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Danny Gray to return it. He's rocked. That ball's free. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Here we go, set. 45, white. Green Jack. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Finds the in route, complete. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Let's go. 50, green, set, Hunt.
It's Hubbard again. Breaks the tackle. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here.
Here we go, here we go. 10 black. Ready.
Defense shows blitz. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. The screen pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Again, it's May. Setting up the running back screen. He's across the 20, still going. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's got it in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing again, it's May. Dumped off to his running back. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Panthers 14.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Baker with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Junior on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Hut.
They'll start on the ground. Gallup can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Ready.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Set.
Now Young. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Out of the gun, Young. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Seal, black. Set, hut.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Strike it. Let's go. Ready.
To the air, yet again, Young. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
That's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Hut.
Working inside the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Here's May on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. May now from the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
May now to throw on third. Finds a man right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's first and 10 from the 47. To the air yet again, May. Hauled in by Gray. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's the backup, first throw. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Here's the pistol snap to May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that's a New England first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun, it's May. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 35 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw for May. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Henderson here from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Borregales connects. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Black, 95.
Young working from the gun. This one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And he's got a free play here. Cut down the field, Leggett. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. That is so heads up, Brock. He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, and as a result, gets him a much bigger play than that penalty would have.
Here we go. Cut.
First down, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Couldn't find Jimmy Horn Jr. there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set. 50, green. Set.
Again, it's Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. May off the play fake. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's up?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. All that modest improvements, 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Gets him on the in route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Drop this to Henderson underneath. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
May now on 3rd down. Complete out to the right side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Kicker staying on the sideline. Would have been a 48-yard try. Instead, they're going for it on 4th. They'll run for this. They blow this play out. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready. 45. Smash. Red. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Taking a shot deep here. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Ready.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Finds him over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Black Ultra. 10 black.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
Set. Yellow, 22. Set.
Now it's Young. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Set.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Jatavion Sanders, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Down. Blue, 32. Steel, black. Black shot. Ready.
Here's Young again. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 4th-quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's made in the air. Dumped off to his running back. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here's May again. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
May trying again here on second. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
What's up? Benny, what's up?
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. J.C. Horn to pick it off. Well, it looked like they were running out of options to slow down or stop what was turning into a very nice drive. But then, in the 11th hour, partner, the defense comes through with an interception.
Sure did. It feels like it was part effort and part desperation. He knew it was just about the only way they were getting off the field without surrendering points, and he made it happen.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
Young looking to throw. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. And finally, they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Set. Yellow. Set.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Running right side by McMillan. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Blues, 10 black. Set.
Here's Young to throw. They did it! He made the interception! That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots have some new life in the 4th.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Dumps it off to his running back. Gets up the edge to the 35. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down, May. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A gain of 15 there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Patriots down by 7. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. May now from the gun. Pickens. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Patriots.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and
Back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New England.
Here he is to throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. Escapes out to the left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Throwing now. That one complete to St. Brown. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Stevenson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Setting up to pass. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Here he goes, one final shot. And he gets in for 2. No flags are down. They are a snap away from winning this ball game.
Panthers 31.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
The kickoff for New England.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have 1 final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's blaster. 6. Yeah, 6. Mega. Spike. White. 10. Ready?
One final shot here. Buying some time left. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Has it down close. And he's taken down. They got to him on his way to 6. No time left on the clock, partner. That defensive effort right there is going to win them this game. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate as they should. That game-winning play. And this contest, whew, is going to be one we remember for a long time to come.